we're in Sacramento still. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. We've already been fighting for freaking, I don't know, half an hour. So here's the start of a perfect trip. The perfect family. We're flying out at 6:40. We hit Colorado. We've got off the plane on time, 20 minutes early. We picked up the car, then, well, we got a shuttle to the car, then we got the car, then we went and picked up the truck, then we went to Home Depot and Walmart, picked up supplies. So far, we're at like $900, and we've just picked up a table. I'll take a picture and put it on Twitter, so everybody that's following me can see. Paid $125 for the table. Now we're at a store, we're buying couch for $160. I'll tweet a picture of that. Day one, and we bought 2 lamps, 1 couch, 1 vintage lazy boy chair, which is really cool. 1 table, 2 tables, and I'm not sure how much I spent yet. I haven't added it up yet, but I'm going to bed. We're going to eat and go to sleep. I'm exhausted. It's 8 o'clock at night. We started at 3 in the morning. I'll sign on tomorrow, I'll tell you again, but I just woke up, day 2, 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm tired. Didn't sleep very good. My son kicked me all night. I had to stick a pillow between us for him to stop. It's really gross. We're at Super 8 Hotel, and I took a shower in the bathroom, and there's a dried booger on the top of the shower. How long do you think this dried booger has been there? Here, let me show you it. So gross.
Hey,
here, let's go.
My jacket. Where's my jacket?
Here's the dried booger. Let's see, can you see it? There you go. It's on the top of the shower.
There it is.
Isn't that disgusting? I stuck my hair up and what was cleaning.
You put this on.
Anyways, show you the inside of the car when we get dressed. Up a German display case at a private seller's. It took us all morning. Spent $500, and I didn't take any pictures to put on Twitter. And I didn't even take the inside of our truck yet. Oh my god. So hopefully I can get to that. Pictures while you're recording.
This is the husband. This is what $14. $1,400, sorry. Gets you in Denver so far for the stuff here that we're going to take to Alameda.
Just take pictures right now.
Yeah. As you can hear, the bossy wife in the back. This is the farm. This is the farmhouse table that we picked up the other night. That the guy did not tell us that that it has a lot of damage. So we're going to sell it to somebody who is either going to sand it down and restain it, or somebody who's going to shabby chic it and ruin it. Also, Christina picked up these candle holders, and I picked up that clock back there. And even though it's not put together, we picked up this lazy boy. This is the bottom to it. The top is actually over there. Let me show you what these candle holders look like. That's what well, actually, it's taller. I took part of the top part off. Oh, and then this here is a German bar. German display cabinet that I'm not going to unwrap. So, and then we picked this up for $100. We're going to use it to display jewelry, but it's an old 70s, I'm assuming, pen display. That's it. The end.
Oops.
I know.
We just bought this table. Oh. It's 6. It's what time is it? 9 o'clock, I think. Started raining, it's snowing at 5:30. Exhausted. This morning we started with our first Craigslist wholesaler, which he like buys and sells stuff out here, and he rescheduled for an hour later. And then we ended up having to postpone a lot of stuff that we were supposed to get done, and I rented a car for today because we were going to go from store to store to store. He ended up having to work. He took up like 2 hours of our time this morning after being late an hour, and then we had to turn around and go get the truck and go back to his house and pick the stuff up that we wanted to buy from him because he had to work, and he didn't tell me he had to work. He said he was available all day. So I was just going to come back to his house later on that night. That ended up wrecking everything, so we ended up driving the truck around, which I didn't want to do. So the car was a huge waste. Other than that, today went alright. We only bought 2 things at the stores, but I didn't hit every single store we wanted. We picked up a sectional couch when this lady contacted me that she wanted too much originally, but she said she'd come down to my price, so we picked it up. I didn't take a picture of it. I'll take a picture. You'll see everything that I have at Alameda. I haven't showed you guys nearly as much as I've been buying. I'm sorry, I haven't been tweeting that much. We've been in such a hurry. We've been running around from place to place to place. My husband has to work tomorrow in Denver, so me and my son are going to go to the Children's Museum to wait for him. We were supposed to drop the car off in the morning, but they just called and contacted us and said that the meeting is going to take place an hour earlier than we thought. So now I'm either stuck, I can't stay in the hotel, and now we can't get all the way to the Children's Museum and back in time for him to make his meeting in Denver. So I'm either going to have to take the car back, or I'm going to have to pay extra on the car to take the car to the Children's Museum so that we can have some fun before we start driving tomorrow night. We are going to leave from his meeting. We are going to leave and we're going to start driving home. We have to be at Alameda at 3 o'clock in the morning in San Francisco, and this is going to be the craziest time now. So I haven't figured out how much money I have. I'm going to break it down like American Pickers. You know, I'm going to show you a picture of everything and then hold up the price. That's obviously going to be in another 5 minutes, but that's in the future for me. Alright. Hi, day 3. My son is throwing a tantrum in the back seat because we're warming up the car because it snowed. Yeah, I'll show you. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, it snowed. And we're supposed to take back the car right now, but I don't want to because I promised him we'd go to the Children's Museum. That's why he's mad, because I haven't left yet. So we got up this morning and we went to put all our luggage in the back of the truck, and the padlock that we locked it with was solid ice, of course. And so we got hot water. We spilled hot water. We managed to get that undone, and then it's now solid. The whole door is solid, so we can't get the door open. And we are scheduled to pick up a couch after we leave here. And I contacted another lady about some tables, but she's too expensive. And then there's an antique mall that I think I'm gonna go to in Fort Collins. So other than that, we're gonna go to the Children's Museum, and then.
What are you doing?
Hi, we just picked up the last couch, and I look like crap. I just slipped and fell on my butt because of the snow and the ice. My ankle gave out and I landed on my back. And then I was helping move the couch and I slipped again and my husband got mad at me. The whole truck is full.
Wow.
Well, close to full. I didn't get as much stuff as I wanted because I let some stuff go because I didn't like the quality. And so it is what it is. We have what we have. So far I have about $2,500 in profit, but that does not mean anything because once we get to the swap meets, people talk me down, and you know, it's either get a sale or let them walk away, and who knows how long I have to wait for the next sale. So there's going to be a bottom price I'm going to take up for everything, and then I'll show you guys the truck when we get to Alameda. But this is the last video that I'm going to do until I hit the morning of Alameda, which is 3 o'clock in the morning. So we have 18-hour drive, It's right now 8 o'clock at night in Denver. So it's 7 o'clock in Spokane. It's Sacramento. Sorry, I used to live in Spokane. Sacramento. So we have a long ways to go. We'll stop and eat, and then we're going to drive to Salt Lake City, hopefully 8 hours. We might stop and sleep. I have pillows and blankets for the truck if we want to stop at a stoplight, a truck stop, and then if it's too icy, we're going to stop at a truck stop no matter what. Other than that, that's it. I'll see you in Alameda. And we just got rained out after driving from Denver.
20 hours.
20 hours. Because the past...
Sorry, 24. We started yesterday at 6 a.m. It's 6 a.m. right now.
And people are packing up. We're going to see if they give us a refund right now. Let's see. Yeah.
Now we're going home.
Okay, do you want a rain check for next Sunday?
Yes, please.
So just pull over and write your name down with the blonde lady over there in the jacket, and she'll get your information, okay?
Thank you. Okay, so they just gave us a rain check, so that's $240. The only thing we're now going to be out of is gas money all the way down here. And the fact that we didn't sleep yet, and we just unpacked our whole entire area and repacked it up because it just started raining. It's very frustrating, and it's $12,000 now. So, jeez. So that's the last video, I guess, because I can't show you guys a breakdown of what we made and everything. So we'll have to wait. I'll have to make another video about next Sunday. We're going to the Sacramento Antique Fair, and I can't flip this camera around. I'll have to stop it and then restart. So I don't want to. So that's the reason why you're looking at just that, and you're hearing my voice. So this is the last video. I will do a breakdown of the video after next week when we go to Sacramento Antique Fair. And that's on next Sunday. And, well, I have to rent another U-Haul, so it's going to be another expense. But I'm just going to add it into this expense and then take it straight over. Okay. Okay, I'm back from the trip. I'm going to show you guys the expenses that we did. I can't flip the camera back and forth. That's why I'm talking through this. So, it was a horrible experience with Alameda. I'll get into that. So, this is the expenses that we did. The car rental cost, the car rental that we rented, which you don't need to do, but we rented it for 3 days, $155. The plane tickets were $238. My husband was free because he got his work paid for him to fly out to Denver because he had to work. So that only cost $238. It's only $119 per person. The hotel for 3 nights was $227. I actually only wanted to do 2 nights, but there was an emergency stop because we got snowed out on one of the highways, so we had to stop for the night. So it cost $78 that night. So it ended up being $227. The truck rental was $947.13. It was a 22-foot truck. We could have saved $400 because my son needed to sit in between us, so we had to do a third seat. So you could save money there. The gas for that truck was a diesel, so it only cost $615, which is excellent because we actually drove out to San Francisco also after we got back from into Sacramento. Parking at the airport for 5 days was $50. And then our rent space for 2 spots was $285 at the Antique Fair, which I added in because that was part of the plan. The total expense was $2,557. Okay, so now I'm doing total for merchandise. How much I spent on the merchandise and how much I plan to make for each thing. You have to add that in as you buy something. If you're not going to actually we wanted to triple up on everything. We tried to, but this was 4 chairs with drop-down table. We paid $125. We sold it. We want to sell it for $350. We have not sold anything yet, but I'll tell you that in a second. Gray floral couch. I bought it because I don't really like the floral part. But we bought it because of the cool shape of it. It's a shape that we like. But paid $160. We're gonna sell it for $12. There's a wall lamp. We paid $50. We're selling it for $300. The industrial lamp, which is industrial stuff, is really in right now. And we want to do mid-century industrial, shabby chic, or any type of wood that's sanded down. I forget what it's called. So an industrial lamp, we paid $50. We want to sell it for $160. There's an ashtray. He gave it to me for free. I'm going to paint it. It's really cool. I'm going to sell it for $30. Vintage Lazy Boy chair. We paid $130 on a sell for $600 right now. In our antique booth, one of the owners have one for $780, so we're really excited about that. That was a good find. The wood farmhouse table, paid $200, sell for $60. This table was probably a $1,400 table when we got there. The dogs had chewed it up on the bottom, so I have to reduce it down to $600 because you have to sand it and repaint it again. So that's going to be a worker type of situation. Okay, we bought a German display case. Really, really pretty. Has all these finishes on it. For $400, we want to sell it for $900. There's this Elaine Starbucks clock. We paid $100 for it. We want to sell it for $300. These candlesticks, they're metal and they have really intricate designs in the metal. They're really tall. They're really, really cool. They hold the really thick, thick candles, not the skinny candles. But we're gonna sell those for $250. The dishes, I got these mid-century dishes. He just threw them in with me, so I'm gonna charge $50 for those. There's a brown chair with velvet. It's a little bit, I wouldn't say dirty, but it's it's not in perfect condition. There's a little bit of a scratch in the front, but it's still really cool. So I'm gonna sell it for $200. That'd probably be a $400 chair if it was perfect. But white stools with table. The table moves up and down. It's really cool. We paid $210. We're gonna sell it for $450. There's a sectional couch. It has all these intricate designs on it. Paid $800 and I sell it for $2,200. A metal couch. It's made in the late 70s. It's perfect. When we bought it for $300 and I sell it for $18. There's a metal chair that's really, really cool. We paid $75 and I sell it for $200. There's a small stool that we just gave her $25 for.